So you're thinking about moving to Medford, Oregon. Now, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Well, it really depends on you and your lifestyle needs. And so what I want to do in this video is break down the pros and cons of living in Medford, Oregon. As someone who was born and raised there, I just want to give you the inside scoop so you can make an informed decision. Now, my name's Addison Smith, and I'm a real estate agent here in Southern Oregon, and I want to make sure that your buying or selling is as stress-free as possible. And so if you're thinking about buying a home in the near future, that means like in the next few months, 6 months, a year, or selling your home in the next few months as well, feel free. You can text the number that's right there on the screen and we can begin chatting back and forth, or you can click the link that's in the description and we can set up a time to get on Zoom, or if you're local, we can meet up and begin walking through your specific needs and answer your questions. And so I look forward to hearing from you. But let's jump into the pros and cons. We'll start off with the different pros. Now, obviously, I think it's obvious. The number one pro for most people moving to Southern Oregon is the beautiful nature. I mean, you drive into Medford and you just see the surrounding mountains all around the valley. It is pristine. It is gorgeous. It's like something out of a movie. It's stellar. Every time I bring someone from out of state and they come into Oregon, they're just amazed with the greenery. It's just beautiful. And so if you enjoy creation, if you enjoy the nature all around, this might be the place for you. The second thing is the milder temperatures. If you go up into northern Oregon, you're going to have a lot more rain and a lot more overcast. Whereas here in Southern Oregon, we actually have many sunny days. I believe it's over usually 200 days of sun here in Southern Oregon. And so you're not going to want to miss out on that. That's a massive pro. Another pro, I love this one, and I hate it when I leave on a trip, is this: no sales tax. That is massive. What you see on the price tag is what you pay. And I've just grown so accustomed to it that when I leave here and I'm like, okay, I can afford this, and then I see the taxes tacked onto it, I'm like, oh no, I wasn't planning for that. And so that's a pro. If you like just seeing the price and only paying that price, you will love that in Southern Oregon. Another thing is our healthcare. We really do have good healthcare here in Southern Oregon. Asante is centered there in Medford, and they were, I guess, voted top 15 healthcare things in the entire nation 10 years running. And so if you're in need of good healthcare nearby, whether you're retiring or whatever it is, you've got a great hospital right there in Medford, Oregon. And so those are some of the pros. Let's look at some of the cons. And truthfully, I'm a little biased, and so I'm trying to think really hard about cons. And one of the cons might be the air quality. Every once in a while, usually throughout the summer, probably at least once or twice a summer, we'll get an infusion of smoke from wildfires. And since it's a valley, a lot of that smoke gets trapped in there, and if you have breathing issues, it can really irritate you. Hopefully that will begin to get less and less, because I remember growing up, we didn't have these issues, so hopefully it will get better. But as of now, for the last few years, every summer we've had that time of smoke. And so that might be something to consider if you're moving to Medford, Oregon. Another thing is it is a medium-sized city. It's not a tiny city. It's not a massive city. And so the job markets are about what you'd expect for a medium city. I would say for job opportunities, it's probably like a 6 or 7 out of 10. You know, you're not going to have all the massive corporations, although Amazon, I believe, just built a warehouse over here. And so you've got a lot. So I would say it's about a 7 out of 10 when it comes to job opportunities for you and your family. Homelessness and crime concerns. In certain areas of Medford, you're going to have more crime than other areas of Medford. And the homelessness also will be similar. There's going to be pockets where there's going to be homelessness, but there's also pockets where it's not a big deal. And so having someone who knows the city will be crucial to you finding a perfect place for you. Then we've got the entertainment and the dining. Truthfully, I think it's great for me. But if you're someone who's coming from like a Portland or a San Francisco, where you've got literally everything that you could ever want to do or eat right there, you're going to take that down a couple notches. And so again, if you place those at like a 9 or a 10 out of 10 when it comes to food and entertainment, this would again be around a 6 or 7 out of 10. You've got good restaurants all around. You've got most of the major fast food chains there in Medford, and so it's a good place. And if you want entertainment, you do have different theaters and art things, especially if you would just make a short commute down to Ashland. They've also got the Shakespeare Festival there. So there's a lot to do, especially outdoors. But I would say if you're coming from a bigger city, it's a 7 out of 10 when it comes to those things. And then another thing, just another con, is the housing market is tight right now. And so if you're wanting to buy a more affordable home, it's going to go quickly. So you've got to be ready to move on that house, put that offer in quickly, because it seems like right now there's more buyers than there are sellers at that price point. So when it comes on, it's quick. So you got to be ready to move. That not necessarily a con, but it can be if you're someone who likes to sit and think about pulling the trigger for days and weeks. So just something to think about. So those are the pros and cons. So after I explain that to you, where do you land? Are you in favor of Medford, Oregon? Or are you thinking, yeah, maybe that's not for me? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you live in Medford, Oregon, maybe share some more of your pros and cons in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. And so hopefully you have a great time. And if you want, there's another video YouTube says will be great for you. Click on that and we'll see you over there.